We have a $10 donation from No Name saying, love Awful Block for showing love to some forgotten games. And the Awful Block is going to roll on now with Miracle Ropit's Adventure in 2100. Smartball, take it away.
All set to go? All right. We'll count it in. 3, 2, 1, go. So I'm Smartball. This is authorblues. You've seen him quite a bit today.
I'm contractually obligated to still be here.
So this is Miracle Ropit Adventure for the Famicom. First level's just a bunch of doors. You just gotta memorize where they go. That red orb we passed a little bit ago, that's a power-up. We're gonna talk a little more about that next level, hopefully.
Yeah, there's kind of a lot going on to this game that's maybe not obvious from just watching it. The game can be a little bit tricky. There's a whole lot of things flying at you, and it's sometimes, especially if you haven't ever seen this game before, hard to decipher what is good and what is bad, what are enemies and what are...
The gates didn't want to open there.
Pickups. He has to wait to jump into that door every single time because the ending tile there, if it's still flashing with its animation, it just kills you. So...
Yeah.
This game's actually part of a greater series. You may be familiar with some of the other games in the series if you've ever seen Adventuros' Star Saver for the Game Boy.
We got our power-up.
This is related to that.
So we just picked up the 3 power-ups that spawn there. The first one gives you rapid fire, the second a spread shot, and the third a temporary jetpack, which just ran out. And we're gonna get the other power-up that exists in just a moment. And it's triangle shoes for invincibility.
Yeah, honestly, if I hadn't known better, I would have assumed that that triangle was there to kill me.
Yeah, the squares kill you, but triangles and red orbs are good.
That's obvious. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That tracks. Square's bad, triangle's good. That's how we all learned it.
So, we actually take an intentional hit in this level.
Yeah, so there's a lot of really small mechanics here that may not be obvious why they work the way they do or how they work. You are in this sort of Ropit mech, and if you take a hit, you get knocked out of it, and you can jump back into it. It sort of protects you. But in order to do so, you have to find a power-up and bring it back to the mech. And so it's obviously slower for that reason. But there are small benefits, actually, to losing it intentionally in some cases. So, for instance, if you can get the jetpack with the girl outside of the mech suit, whereas the jetpack is temporarily in the Ropit mech, it's infinite or permanent with the girl. So for a stage like this that can be pretty temperamental, honestly, between the sand, some platform cycles, things like that, it's actually potentially faster to just get the jetpack and fly over everything.
You actually only last 61 in-game seconds, but when you're out of the Ropit suit. But if you collect the triangle shoes, it resets the music, which resets your 61 in-game seconds.
Yeah, he was explaining it to me the other day. It's not that you have a certain amount of time outside the mech suit before you die. It's you have until the song stops playing. And so power-ups that make different music play actually just reset it. So.
Okay, just about done.
This game actually does have some level warps, some hidden warps that would let you skip a lot of stuff, but we're
there was a warp in that level that was hidden. There's a wrong warp in it. I'm not sure if it's a wrong warp. I think it might be intended.
Do you think they intended you to be able to warp directly to the credits?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Wasn't there one in Star Saver too?
There is a credits warp, but I had always assumed that one was unintended as well. You're making a case here that I hadn't considered.
All right,
so to explain the category, this is warpless, so we're not taking any of the level warps. There are intended level warps. Yeah, hopefully. They kind of sneak up on you a little bit sometimes. And the other thing is that when you beat the game the first time, it says, surprise, that's actually not it, and you have to play the whole game again, except for it gets a little more trolly and a little more mean. We're only going to do one loop, because the second loop is all the stages you've already seen, except for the game's mad at you now.
Like... We're actually going to head to space now, like many other runs tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Out for a stroll on Saturn's rings.
Yeah. Now the screen's falling, or scrolling downwards and you're falling faster than it scrolls, you just obviously can't scroll off the bottom or fall off the bottom of the screen or you will die. So sometimes I have to wait for the screen to...
Which is why the game does a great job of telegraphing where all the platforms are going to be.
Yes, well, or not, but...
Another thing that you may have noticed or may not have is that when you fall from a great height, you get this sort of squished animation. And for a short period of time, you actually can't jump as high or run as fast.
I avoid it whenever possible, but we have it right now, actually. We're out of it.
There's a few spots where it's going to actually turn out to be useful, surprisingly, to be in that state. We'll see that later. But for the most part, it's just an annoyance. And another one of the benefits of playing as the little girl is that you don't have to worry about that. She doesn't squish. Her knees work a lot better than the mech.
So the little girl also does have a jetpack, apparently, but it lasts indefinitely. In the Ropit suit, you often fall right into the water as the jetpack runs out. So I just did that for a little safety.
Yeah, it's a little bit temperamental in this stage. Sometimes you make it all the way across, and sometimes you just fall to your death. And so,
very difficult jump. Nope.
That's a really tight jump. If you jump just pixels too late, you end up hitting your head on the ceiling, and you don't make it. If you jump pixels too early, you don't make the gap. This is perhaps the hardest jump in the game.
Second hardest. Oh. There we go.
Nice.
All right.
As with so many things, that's way harder than it looks.
Oh, we actually refreshed our triangle shoes somehow. That just happens sometimes. They continue working sometimes. Other times when they end, they kill you. But we got lucky. Oh, and the enemies are actually spawning in the right spots this time. That's good.
Look, when we submit these games to GDQ, we don't tell them we want it in Awful Block. They make a decision about our game. And I just want to say that I disagree with some of these choices.
Okay. This next level is the hardest level and has the hardest jump. I'm pretty convinced it's not up to me, though. It's like halfway through the level.
A good game, like I mentioned.
There are times where I think I'm supposed to make it, but I don't, and then times I'm sure I'm not going to make it, and I do.
You may be wondering why he sort of jumps in place there. That's because that's how you open the door.
Yeah.
Look, I didn't make the game. People in the audience out here are like, huh? Can you explain that to me? No, I can't.
Oh, we're lucky. That was the jump, and we're now riding a bunch of diapers. This is another area where you have to let the screen scroll down far enough, and there's a few places where you could fall off and speed things up, but I actually got to get out of the compressed state. There we go. Oh, sometimes that gate doesn't spawn.
Yeah, you can sometimes just like beat it before it gets there because it's pretty consistent.
Sometimes it spawns on... Oh, no. No checkpoint in this level either. Yeah, sometimes it'll spawn right on top of you, and you're in trouble either way.
I love that ostensibly you get that compressed state because you fall too far. Your jump height is too far. If you jump to your full jump height, you will land in compressed state.
Yeah, which is why I missed the second jump.
Ooh.
I thought that was better than the first.
Yeah, me too. The diaper said no.
Yeah. Luckily, this game's pretty generous with extra lives as you beat levels. It's point-based, but you get plenty of points for beating levels.
So did you discover this game from Kuso Grande as well?
Yes.
Okay.
I saw Brosentia play it, and I've never seen him so mad.
Which is how you choose games,
yes.
Right?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, you may be familiar with my Kid Cool runs.
Yeah, for those of you who maybe don't know him by name, you're watching on the stream, Brosentia, a big fan of bad video games and introduced many of us to many games through his Kuso Grande tournaments. A big shout out to Brosentia for being honestly the heart and soul of the Kuso community in a lot of ways.
Absolutely. I wish he could be here right now. Come on.
Jeez. The game is punishing you
It's
today.
usually like a 50-50 shot. But
Well, 50 fails, then 50 wins.
yeah.
Hey, the math checks out.
Yeah.
You got time for a quick donation?
We have
Oh,
time for all
absolutely.
sorts of types of donations. Big ones, small ones, whatever.
We have $10 from Tina Hacks 166 saying, Smartball, you may have everyone else fooled, but I know the truth. You're the werewolf. Good luck in the run, and donation goes to Smartball's Choice.
Thank you. Please.
Thanks.
All right. Oh. Oh my goodness.
Just a hair to the left and it would have been okay. Who knows where they're spawning?
I don't. But- Oh my goodness. This is a bad wall here.
If you really think about it, the game never asked to be speedrun.
It didn't.
Hey, you got any more of them donations?
Yes, please.
Absolutely. We have $5 from Kamai BQ saying, we got a Mega Man 4 to 6 relay earlier. When are we going to get the Mega Man DOS 1-3 NX relay?
Y'all ask for things you don't know you don't want. Keep them coming. We'll stop you.
Wouldn't you need 6 people for that?
We've also got $15 from Greachus saying, good morning from France. Took a day off to watch the Awful Games block, and I regret nothing. Go Awful Games. They're going somewhere. We have $50 each from Dr. Bold and Rarest 120. Both of those came in without any comment, but thank you very much for your generosity.
We'll get it.
Look, Awful Block made up a bunch of time on the schedule, and we're reclaiming it. Okay? It is ours.
Oh boy.
$35 from Sunny Tantoni saying, even when I'm broke, I make sure I always have some money left to donate to AGDQ. Good luck, runners and announcers.
I'm gonna see if I could play this a little slower over there.
Oh, like wait on the cycle rather
I
than...
normally have a lot of trouble doing that, but I think it might be a better idea right now.
Okay.
There's $50 from LVM saying, first donation from a French guy. Thanks for all your work, AGDQ. You're brightening my week.
I think we're all right.
My favorite thing about speedrunning is when you take it slow and you deviate from the plan.
Oh no, we're dead.
No, you're not.
No.
Oh.
We're dead. Right through it. As do I.
It's funny because the format for Kuso Grande is often competitors will play just for an hour on a game, and the winner is whoever gets the furthest. There's no really expectation that you're going to win.
Oh, no one made it near this.
It's just whoever loses the least. And that should be a warning sign to any of us to not ever play any of these games again. Many of us have gone on to speedrun these games.
What?
What? You can even die at the top of the screen.
That's news to me.
Yeah.
I really hope I don't game over here, actually. What just happened? I didn't even know that went off screen. I thought I was gonna loop back around.
I
my
fully
goodness.
expect that every other time it has just looped back around, and this is the one exception to that.
This game
That would be
surprised.
entirely on brand for this game.
You know, I honestly felt coming into this I was numb to a lot of the shenanigans this game pulls, but
You never know what it can do to you.
oh my goodness.
We believe in you, Smartball.
Oh, I believe in me too, but I don't believe in the game. Oh, see, these are much more synced up.
Okay, all right.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah, for sure. That's it. That's platforming.
I need to get uncompressed. One more little tight spot at the end here. Hopefully I don't. Oh, I'm not making that. Oh, this should be good. There we go.
Well, the game's not over yet, I assure you.
Yeah. We could at least get some lives back now, though.
Yeah, we had talked about in practice how that level has some really terrible issues with sync, and I think one of the issues is that when you speedrun a game for so long, you really start to feel like it's all solved, and video games like this rarely let that be the case.
Yeah. So sometimes there's a... Oh, no. The boss is in here. I told you it doesn't spawn
I know.
sometimes.
I didn't believe you.
He's usually very aggressive when he spawns, too, so that's a relief.
This is our next to last level.
Third to last.
We're almost there.
But these ones are relatively
Yeah.
short. The last level's a little...
Yeah, we
lengthy,
definitely made it through some of the dark times already.
but- Oh, yeah. Let's skip those power-ups. We just need the rapid fire here. So we're not going to get too close to this door because the second boss is on the other side of it, and he will block the door otherwise.
There's no rhyme or reason to the way the game gives you lives. You went from 4 to 10.
I have 10?
You have 10.
Wow.
So I mean, really, just play it fast and loose, whatever you're feeling.
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
Just gonna get through these. All right. One more level to go. There's actually a ship you're supposed to enter later on in this level after you save your friend, but we're gonna do neither of those. Oh, you're just, you're an enemy now. Okay.
Yeah, that's the power-up orb, which when you hit it, gives you power-ups, but sometimes it gives you an enemy.
Yeah. At least it's at the start. Okay.
Don't trust it.
We're good. We're good.
I love how brave you are. You just
This bird's unkillable for whatever reason. This one's very killable, but we no longer have a gun. We actually intentionally lose our suit there because it makes these go a lot slower, and we don't get compressed on them anymore. And we often
also these crushers just go like rapid fire.
yeah, you'll see just a moment after I get my suit back.
Yeah, look how fast it goes now.
And I almost always get
That
hit
door
there
right there,
anyways.
you only open it by jumping up and down on those stairs, so.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm very nervous going through those, but So we're gonna grab this for rapid fire and get compressed. This is where we save our friend.
So there's supposed to be a little machine there that gives you your friend, which actually changes a lot. That's not like a...
Yeah.
It's not just a cutscene skip. Like your friend's standing next to you and your physics get weird, then you pick up the ship and your physics get worse.
A lot worse. You can only move left or right while in the air jumping, but we're skipping all that. And now
Time's coming up.
Yeah, time's coming up after we get in the ship and the screen changes. I was doing so well on that level too.
I know.
Time. That was Miracle Ropit Adventure, and we are
Not playing Loop 2.
no, absolutely not. Most of the doors just kill you in the first level, anyways, like instantly.
All right. Well, thank you,
All right,
GDQ. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. And
Well, thank you, Smartball, for that run of Miracle Ropit. Now, we did get a $30 donation from Lanelia saying, I picked Miracle Ropit for Brosentia to play, so in a sense, I'm responsible for it being in your eyeballs right now. I apologize for nothing. And also we had $25 came in a little while ago from Royal Blue Wizard saying, donating for that amazing Mega Man 3 DOS run. Thank you very much, Liz Star. Now we're going to take a quick break for a Twitch ad. Be back in just a moment. Well, you know when you take a look at the schedule and you see Barbie is up next and then Normie's Beach Babe-O-Rama is on deck, that we are in the middle of Awful Games Done Quick 2020. They're getting ready for the Barbie Any Percent race. That'll be coming up in just a minute. And since we are in the middle of Awful Block, there are some incredible prizes that you can donate, get in for a chance to win, including the AGDQ 2020 banner for the Awful Block. Now, that's actually been going from the start of Animorphs all the way up through the Wolfenstein Youngblood Any Percent Co-op. It's $50 in cumulative donations throughout the Awful Block. We've got a $10 minimum donation, gets you in for a Castle of Dragon painting. $10 can also get you in for the Cybergenic Ranger original boxed copy, as well as the Hide-Lide guide. If you feel like chipping in $5, you could win Rocky and Bullwinkle Perler magnets and stands, the Normie's Beach Babe-O-Rama Perler magnets, the NES Barbie Perler bead magnets, and also the Castle of Dragon really cool Perler bead magnets as well. $25 donation coming in from Big Rob Funk, asking, what is this beautiful monstrosity? You can do it, Smartball. Awful Block is best block. Evanosaurus Rex 193 with a $60 donation, saying it's a sign of a very good game when you can die by hitting the top of the screen. Awful block is best block. It's $10 from the E-Dude, who's getting into hopefully win that boxed Cybergenic Ranger, saying, greetings from the West Coast. I'm going to not sleep tonight, and I'm donating because I need to know what that Cybergenic Ranger comic is about. And as always, AGDQ is an awesome time to check out Fangamer. All profits from GDQ merchandise sales are donated to the Prevent Cancer Foundation. New official merchandise from Undertale, Metal Gear Solid, Banjo-Kazooie, Monster Hunter, and more. You can check them out at fangamer.com/GDQ. Well, and don't forget, you can go to gamesdonequick.com anytime to get more information on any of the amazing prizes going on. If you thought you heard something cool that I mentioned earlier when I was telling you about everything you can win during the Awful Block. Now, by the way, those donations for the Awful Block are only good through Nightcry, which you can see there on the schedule now. So you'll want to get those donations in if you want to win any of the amazing prizes that you're seeing scroll by right now. The Angerer donates $15, saying, long time watching, first time attending, and I've been wearing a pink dress all week in honor of the Barbie race. Clearly the highlight of this AGDQ. All you beautiful runners, organizers, staff, attendees, and watchers, you are amazing. Keep up the good work, and let's eradicate cancer. We have a $200 donation from the Nomad 14, saying, found AGDQ about a year ago and have completely loved watching since. Keep up all the good work. $200 as well from Clutchy Season, saying, love the cause, love the event. Thank you very much for your generosity. It's a $150 donation from Leon's buddy Dave, saying, I have wonderful memories of playing video games with my grandfather before lung cancer took him from me when I was young. I still have his PlayStation 1 that he left to me. My grandmother on that side was diagnosed late last year and is still undergoing treatment. This donation is for both of them and to no more cancer.